Hello Blue Book students. Welcome to Noe Online. My name is Abby and I will be doing these courses with you to finish trimester 2. Espero que estén muy bien y que han podido aprovechar de este tiempo en casa. Tristemente, hoy tengo que contarles la historia de Onyx. During this quarantine, he sleeps all day, only eats junk food, and watches movies all night. Él no está aprovechando de esta cuarentena. Él es pasivo, la vida es pasando a él, pero él no está haciendo nada. Entonces, hoy vamos a ver un tema gramatical que tiene que ver con sujetos y objetos. Un pronombre sujeto está actuando, está haciendo cosas. Un pronombre objeto es pasivo, no hace cosas, sino que las cosas le pasan. So, you guys already know, ya conocen estos pronombres. Lo que vamos a aprender hoy son object pronouns. So for I, me, he makes me dinner. Él está haciendo la cena y yo no estoy haciendo nada, solo está haciéndolo para mí. He makes me dinner. Okay? You, queda igual. I will pick you up at 9. Paso por ti a las 9. Entonces, tú no estás haciendo nada. Yo estoy pasando por ti. I will pick you up at 9. Him. She kicks him. Ella le patea a él. Él no hace nada. She kicks him. Us. They are going to bring us dinner. Ellos van a llevarnos la cena. And then they, them. We will go get them at 10. Vamos a pasar por ellos a las 10. Them. No están haciendo nada. So these are subject pronouns, son activos. Y these are object pronouns, son posesivos. So now we are going to practice them on page 100 of your side-by-side book. En esta página estamos viendo how often. Entonces, eso es cuán seguida pasa una cosa. Entonces, podría ser cada día, cada semana, cada mes, cada año. Entonces, cada de estas como particiones de tiempo que sepan, agrega cada, for every, y ahí vamos. All right.
Ok, vamos a comenzar con el ejemplo de la página 100. Y dice, how often does your boyfriend call you?
He calls me every night.
Good.
Number 1, how often do you use your computer?
I use it every day. Number 2, how often do you write to your son?
I write to him every week. Number 3, how often do you clean your windows?
I wash them every month. Number 4, how often do you visit your aunt in Minnesota?
I visit her every year. Number 5, how often do you wash your car?
I wash it every weekend. Number 6, how often do your grandchildren call you?
They call me every Sunday. Number 7, how often does your boss say hello to you?
He says hello to me every morning. Number 8. How often do you feed the animals?
I feed them every afternoon. Number 9. How often do you think about me?
I think of you all the time.
We'll keep going. With page 101, she usually studies in the library. En esta página estamos viendo los adverbios de frecuencia, como usualmente, usually, y raramente, rarely. Okay? So we'll go ahead and start off with the example.
El ejemplo dice, Does Carmen usually study in her room?
No, she rarely studies in her room. She usually studies in the library. Number 1.
Number 1.
Does Linda usually eat lunch in her office?
No, she rarely eats lunch in her office. She usually eats lunch in the cafeteria. Number 2. Does Alan always watch the news after dinner?
No, he never watches the news after dinner. He usually watches game shows. Number 3. Does Diane sometimes read the National Star?
No, she never reads the National Star. She usually reads Time magazine. Number 4. Does Henry usually wash his car on Sunday?
No, he rarely washes his car on Sunday. He usually washes his car on Saturday. Number 5. Does your girlfriend usually jog in the evening?
No, she sometimes jogs in the evening. She usually jogs in the afternoon. Number 6. Does your neighbor's dog always bark during the day?
No, my neighbor's dog never barks during the day. He usually barks at night. So this is Blue Book, page 102. We have noisy neighbors. En esta página, por primera vez, estamos viendo el verbo to have. To have es el verbo tener en español. Y funciona igual. En este ejemplo, vamos a ver, la persona A pregunta, Do you have quiet neighbors? ¿Tienes vecinos callados? Y persona B responde, No, we have noisy neighbors. No, tenemos vecinos ruidosos. La única chiste de este verbo es que es irregular. Entonces, en la forma de he, she, and it, es has. Entonces, por ejemplo, he has a brown dog. She has blue eyes. It has food. ¿Ok? Entonces, en la forma de I, we, you, and they, usamos have, y he, she, it, usamos has. Vamos a seguir con los ejercicios.
El número 1 dice así. Do you have a sister?
No, I have a brother. Number 2. Does this store have an elevator?
No, it has an escalator. Number 3. Does your daughter have straight hair?
No, she has curly hair. Number 4. Does your son have brown hair?
No, he has blonde hair. Number 5. Do you and your husband have a dog?
No, we have a cat. Number 6. Does your baby boy have blue eyes?
No, he has brown eyes. Number 7. Do Mr. and Mrs. Hill have a satellite dish?
No, they have an old TV antenna. Number 8. Does your grandmother have a car?
No, she has a motorcycle.
Interesting. Edgy grandma. All right, guys. So for number 9, we'd like you to make up your own example of, do you have? No, I don't. Okay? Go ahead and give it a try. All right. One of the other important things that we are seeing in this chapter is adverbs of frequency. ¿Cuán frecuentemente pasa algo? Entonces tenemos una lista de palabras que nos ayuda a describir esas cosas. Entonces empezamos con always. I always like chocolate. 100% del tiempo siempre es verdad. Usually. I usually like bananas. La mayoría del tiempo, usualmente, me gusta bananas. Sometimes, a veces. Sometimes, I like cats. A veces, me gusta gatos. And rarely, raramente, casi nunca. I never like bugs. Nunca me agradan los insectos. Okay? So we have these words of frequency. They're often used in response to how often. So how often do you like chocolate? I always like chocolate, okay? Por esta semana, tu tarea es terminar páginas 66 hasta 80 de tu student book. Entonces, si tienes cualquier duda o pregunta, puedes poner esta pregunta en tu grupo de WhatsApp con tu maestra. Thank you.